And we are underway from Yankee Stadium as the first pitch is taken for ball one. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
And it's been a good series for them so far here, too. They've been able to take the first two games, and now they're set up in good shape to make it a clean sweep.
That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
Able to protect the plate with two strikes, and he'll see another one. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. With that, we give you a look at A.J. Hinch's Astros lineup. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, definitely be aggressive at the plate. You've got to come through with clutch two-out hits, and don't leave runners in scoring position. That's the key.
Lifted the other way to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
George Springer is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he finds the black here with a curveball, 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Lance McCullers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, remember last year he had an ERA in the low threes. Very dependable, very consistent. One of the most reliable pitchers in the game.
And he will get there with the game's first hit, a leadoff double.
Well, you'll see how late he is on this fastball. I mean, he nearly takes his out of the catcher's glove, but somehow he's able to steer it fair down the line, and he cruises in with a double.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. A quick out, number 1. David Ortiz takes his first trip to the plate with the leadoff man still at second with 1 gone now.
Well, it would have been a lot nicer if that number 2 guy could have moved him over to third base. It would have been easier to drive in that early run, but guess what? A single would probably still get the job done.
Tap fouled at home plate. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting fourth,
Carlos Correa gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. EK, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
This is line to left. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he could come back with that big curve.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Brian McCann will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Looking to minimize the damage here. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And he really needs to find a pitch to finish this guy off right here. You can't afford to walk this guy and let this rally get any more steam behind it than it already has.
Hit to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Evan Gattis will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Evan Gattis.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Hit to third. To his left, A-Rod. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Greg Bird will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
Batting sixth,
Starlin Castro into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Well, the problem with this lineup is that trouble lurks around every corner. I mean, he was fortunate to get out of that first inning with only 1 run scoring, but now he'll have his work cut out for him again here in the second.
Settling in now, Carlos Beltran, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
Swing hard liner to left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
batting ninth.
Into the box, Brett Gardner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Oh, 1. Here it comes. Shoots this one to first, but this is speared by the first baseman. Jose Altuve will get his second shot at it now. He doubled to start out the home first.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Smoke toward third. Valbuena fields it cleanly. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. From the stretch. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Hard liner toward short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Here comes Beltran around third. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. David Ortiz stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good time to run right here. 2 strikes, 2 outs. If he gets thrown out, You let the guy start off the next inning with a fresh count. Instead, as it is, now he's got a shot at a 2-out RBI.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Luis Valbuena will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting 8th, catcher, Jason
Digging
Castro.
in, Jason Castro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. A little tardy there, no balls and a strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, well, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And another foul ball. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Didi Gregorius will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
And the count will be full. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Carlos Gomez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Astros leave 1. Still, Carlos Correa digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Hit hard towards second. Starlin dives. What a stop. It's in time.
Oh, what a play.
now batting, third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
1 out here in the Yankees' 3rd inning, and set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the 3-time MVP, Alex Rodriguez. Hit hard back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Brian McCann will dig in now. The American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Well, now he's just making things worse for himself out there. This hasn't been the greatest outing ever as it is. Now he throws the ball away on a pickoff move. It's been a rough day at the office for him so far.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And I think they'd stay out there again, maybe for the rest of the at-bat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Hit hard to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. Rodriguez will take the turn and head for home. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
The first baseman, number 25.
Mark Teixeira steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Back goes Springer. Gone! It's a 2-run home run for Mark Teixeira. Number 395 for his career. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, I've got to say, some days at this place, the ball just seems to jump a little better than others. We've seen quite a few balls hit hard already. This is the first one that leaves the yard, but I've got a sense it's not going to be the last.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Here's Carlos Beltran. Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
This pitch is popped up. Valbuena is over. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Dan Straley is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Runners off for second. Out in front of it, strike 1. The 0-1. He's running again. In the dirt here. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Well, that's a great pitch to run on there. The ball's over in the other batter's box. You see a nice job behind the plate to slide those feet and get into a V to knock the ball down, but no way to throw a guy out after that.
Grounded to third. There is Valbuena. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Colby Rasmus will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number
George Springer is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced, or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Way outside. 1-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, right now he is just carving them up, dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Evan Gattis will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too. Jacoby Ellsbury will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
High in the air out to center field. Gomez will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away.
the batter, designated hitter, David Ortiz.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first will be there in plenty of time as the Ortiz shift works again. And there are 2 away now. Carlos Correa will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. 1, 2, 3. Greg Bird will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And that's in there for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gardner going back. A leaping effort there by Gardner, but it'll be in vain. That ball is gone. A home run. It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro. And they're on the board at 6-1. Here's Luis Valbuena now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. 1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error so far for the Astros. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bounce to first. Teixeira's up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 15.
Jason Castro comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Teixeira just does this himself at first, and that'll do it. Astros claw back a bit on this solo home run. Halfway home from the stadium, it's the Yankees 6. Alex Rodriguez comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Very weakly on the ground. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Springer has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The catcher, number 30.
Brian McCann will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Mark Teixeira.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the danger is first baseman Mark Teixeira. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1.